Just be disciplined and play your position, play your play what you were called to do, not try to make it all in one, and get more cohesiveness back into the flow of the game. Last week we just didn't get there was no flow to that game. There was just absolutely no flow. And Callaway's good team, really talented team, expected to go a long way, but they didn't really play a real good first half against us. But they came on strong in the second half and corrected, and we didn't respond accordingly.
They took advantage of some big plays in the first half and got the ball rolling. And, it was just hard to dig out from that hole. Tonight, the Grangers are going to have some folks not starting tonight and maybe not even playing tonight. John O'Huzzy, Khaled Gibbs, Kinsey Rowland. Coach just keeping them out because of bumps, bruises, and whatnot, because it is a non-region game. The games that count toward the playoffs start in 2 weeks.
Right, and we'll get some younger guys in there to get some snaps, and it'll be invaluable to them down the line when we get into region play, and they will get on the field tonight and get that experience under them, and get a feel for the game, and hopefully it'll pay dividends down the road. Got to get these guys that got a little tweaked up and everything that it's not worth further injuring them at this point. So it should be interesting. It'll be a challenge for the coaches, challenge for the players, challenge for and just playing on Saturday night is different.
And an hour earlier, that sun's going to be in our eyes. I imagine it's going to be in the fans and the players' eyes an hour extra than it normally is with a 7:30 kickoff.
Yeah, we're going to be in the sun for 1 extra hour. So you understand that? That's 1 extra hour. And the glare coming across there at this time of year is a little more intense because, the sun rotates on a different type of axis as the seasons change. And so we get a little more slant on the sun rays and stuff like that.
Yep.
And, of course, it's beautiful, but hopefully we can put a slant on Hampton tonight and play them. They were so gracious to us last year when we went up to the Hampton game, and they were so kind and nice to us and everything. They didn't even get mad when we beat them 2 points, did they?
Well, when we come back, I had a chance to talk with head coach Chuck Gibbs, and we'll have that Coach's Corner conversation coming up after this break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Hi, football fans. This is Jonathan Moosemeyer from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We are happy to be a sponsor of high school football. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we are honored to lend our support. This is a great area to live, play, work, worship, and retire. In our 27th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
And welcome back to the Granger pregame show. Time now for our pregame conversation with head coach Chuck Gibbs. And coach, tough loss to Callaway. What positives though did you get out of that game?
Positives, there are a lot, actually. Our game plan and our scheme, our kids were in the right places. Charles made some tremendous throws. We didn't always give him the amount of time. Blitz pickup, we're there. We had some confusion, blocking. Some receivers, drop balls. And, again, they weren't necessarily perfect passes, all of them. But, they're ones that we expect to catch. Running backs had a couple of bad reads. And, you're talking, 200-plus yards worth of offense that we took away from ourselves. It wasn't like, Callaway was making a great defensive play where they were, tipping the ball or in there. And so, positive-wise is, we knew what we were going to attack, and we did it. We weren't good enough to make those plays. And you go against a team like Callaway, they're a better football team than we are. And they got a lot more talent, at the skill, speed, and at the skill position than we do. And so you don't match up well with them. So, you almost got to play a perfect game. You got to take every opportunity that's available for you. And we didn't. Same thing on defense. We had it scripted very similar to last year with the intent to minimize their big plays and try and hold Tank to, less than 100 yards. I think we were the only team in the state that did it last season. And, again, game plan going in, we felt comfortable with it. But at the end of the day, you have the guy at the right place. But if he doesn't make the tackle and, hits on me for, not having our kids prepared to tackle, the speed was certainly a lot greater than what we saw against Hurd. Callaway is, Coach Brandt said it earlier in the week, Callaway looks like the troop of old, or the LaGrange of old. I mean, Callaway's got those marquee players at those marquee positions that, that's what the Grangers had in the early 2000s. And whether it's from boundaries or from kids electing to go to other schools, that's irrelevant. That's not part of the conversation. The conversation is they're a better football team than we were. And we had to make plays, and we had to hope they didn't play a perfect game. And they played not a perfect game, but they were pretty doggone close. But even with as good as they played and as lopsided as the score was, offensively, defensively, we felt like we matched in there and had opportunities. Hopefully that's the worst game on our schedule as far as execution, and that we're going to bounce back this week.
Very physical game, too. Any injuries that's carrying over into tonight's game?
We've had injuries the whole preseason at the start. We went out to practice Monday and Tuesday, and we were missing 5 offensive tackles. And, Calais Gibbs is one of our running backs, probably our one, but he's not an every down back. Caleb Ross, he can be a 1-2. He's not an every down back. Between the two of them, we're good. Andre Canny is a senior. All 3 of them have bright spots. Calais' been hurt, since before Hurd game, and he's been a game-by-game decision. We fumbled the first run called, again, it was one of our players that had missed a couple days of practice, and when you got one running back there that's not dialed in, you got to go with the next one. And so we brought him back up, re-injured his growing hip flexor area, and then got his ankle rolled. So we're probably going to sit him tonight. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's a region or non-region game. When you're 1-1 in a rebuilding stage where we are, you're going to put everybody on the football field you can throw on the football field that can play. And you don't want to continue injuries. We got an off week next week. So we'd like to sit a couple guys, but not at the expense of not coming out with a win tonight.
Senior spotlights. Tonight we're going to spotlight Logan Karcher. He had a touchdown catch in the Hurd game. Excellent player. Tell us about him. Logan's
a little battler. He's one of the lightest players we got on our team. clocked in the fastest 40 time. He's a 4.5 kid, deceiving speed. And when he hits his jets, he had a touchdown, I think in the Hardaway scrimmage as well, and broke that one open. The fact that you got a guy that's 140 pounds and he's a long snapper, and both PAT field goal and punting. I think it's a testament to his character and his work ethic that, you don't have to be the biggest and the baddest. If you show up and you bring your lunchbox and your hard hat to work every day, you can play high school football. And he's turned out to be a leader in the receiving corps. He's a heck of a baseball player, can flat out fly around the bases and getting him out in the outfield of tracking stuff down. And again, Logan to me is the epitome of kids that can be excellent high school athletes and win in the classroom and win on the athletic fields and the courts and have a great high school career. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Looking to tonight's game against Hampton, what are you looking for from the Grangers in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game?
Anytime, we started real fast against them last year, and we got up, 6-0, then got a safety, and it was 8-0 before you turned around. And then, we lost two key players to injury. And then kind of we were reeling, and it was just kind of we were playing every series just to get through the series. Tonight we want to start fast again. But we've got to finish tonight. We got to finish drives. We got to finish plays. We got to finish our possessions. Defense has got to get off the field on third down. We got to execute and be sound in our special teams and our substitutions. And we got a lot of young guys playing tonight, and they're playing more key roles. As far as the complacency of we beat Herd was enough for people to not necessarily loaf, but not give their best effort against a team like Callaway. That's not satisfactory. That's not the standard here at LaGrange. And so we've made some depth changes on the depth chart, special teams especially, but in offense and defense. And so, we're going to have a lot of young guys with opportunities to play tonight, and not young guys because the game's going to be lopsided. Young guys because I'm not going to keep pouring into seniors if they're not pouring into themselves and buying into the program. I'm going to invest my time into freshmen and sophomore kids that we're going to have 2 to 3 years worth of return on our investment there. And again, there are going to be some seniors that are going to be sitting and not playing nearly as many reps tonight. And it, in some cases, has to do with their athletic ability and their play time. Some cases it might have to do with their discipline on campus. And sometimes it might be, kids that have just decided they don't need to show up on time for practice or pay attention during practice. And I'm going to make a statement to everybody that we're going to play with the kids we got, and we're going to play hard. We want to come out fast. We want to hit on all cylinders as best we can on offense, and we're going to be sound in defense, and we're going to be great tacklers tonight.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
Appreciate it. Go Grangers.
Go Grangers. When we come back, we'll have the coin toss, the starting lineups, and the kickoff. But first, we'll step aside for this break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You are part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com. Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Granger pregame show. LaGrange versus the Hampton Hornets. And just about 10 minutes away from kickoff. Let's take a look at our scoreboard here from Region 5. No games in Region 5 tonight. We are the only one. Last night, the Callaway Cavaliers upended Cross Keys 69-0. And I heard a lot of that broadcast. It wasn't even that close. So Callaway, so far, looking good this season. In Region 5 4A, it was Cartersville shutting out McNair 51-0. It was Cedartown had the lead late against Bremen, but Bremen, the Blue Devils, came back to defeat Cedartown 10-7. That's the final score in that one. Chapel Hill defeated Stars Mill last night 28-21. And it was Sandy Creek all over Ridgeland 43-7. Thursday, it was the Troop Tigers holding on to beat Harris County. That was a fun game with Troop coming out ahead 27-21. Central High School out of Carroll County is off this week. Looking ahead to next week, it will be Cartersville traveling to Cherokee, Cedartown at Southeast Whitfield. It'll be Central Carroll hosting Heard County. Chapel Hill will be at home against Whitewater. Sandy Creek hosting Stars Mill. And here at Callaway Stadium, the Troop Tigers will play the Callaway Cavaliers. LaGrange will have next week off. When we come back, we will have the Your Pie starting lineup, and that's coming up after this break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
The 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rivals vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stop number 111569. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
You want pizza. Your whole family wants pizza. But you want it your way, and the kids want it 3 different ways. So what do? You need Your Pie in LaGrange on Bull Street, because at Your Pie, you get your own pizza pie, made just for you. Add as many toppings as you want, and the kids make theirs as wacky as they like. Then you enjoy your pizza at Your Pie while your family debates what your youngest ordered. Is it a pizza or a new dish altogether? Your Pie, Bull Street, downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Time now for the starting lineup, brought to you by Your Pie of LaGrange over on Bull Street in downtown LaGrange. I've only been there one time. I need to go back. I really enjoyed it the one time I went. It's good food, and go check it out. And plus, they've got the coaches shows starting at 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock on Monday nights. Live from Your Pie on Bull Street in downtown LaGrange. Starting lineups, we weren't given a starting lineup for the Hampton Hornets. In fact, the coach still hadn't given us a roster. We got the roster off maxpreps.com. I'm hoping it's right. We shall see. But starting lineups for the Grangers. First on defense across the line, we'll see Jamari Cameron, Thad Dixon, Jonathan Sutton, and DeMonte Kelly. Linebackers will be Dawson Jones. He'll be taking the spot of Jarno Huzzy this week. Quay Bowles, Jaquez Smith, and Draco Martin, and David Paredes. Coach said they're going to go with 5 middle linebackers in the middle area there. Only 3 defensive backs, Charles Miller, Montavious Martin, and Dylan Norville. And, of course, that's prone to change out as the game goes on. On the offense, first on the line, we'll see Kavarius Perry, Will Flowers, Trudarius Moses, Keon Milton, and Jonathan Sutton. Tight end will be Cole Crawford. Wide receivers, Sam Yates, Adrian Taylor, and Logan Karcher. Running back is number 5, Caleb Ross. And Torian Boone will also take time as running back. Kale Gibbs will be out. And, of course, the quarterback, number 14, Charles Crawford. That is the Your Pie starting lineup. Your Pie of LaGrange, downtown LaGrange, over on Bull Street. When we come back, we'll have the coin toss and the kickoff. But first, let's step aside for this last break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
It seems just like yesterday. He was running around the backyard playing football with his little brother, dreaming about the big game. Now he's here. He worked hard to make the team, and he's ready to take the field. And at Synovus, we're here to cheer him on. From meeting your personal and business banking needs to pulling for the hometown football team on Friday nights, we're proud to be a part of our community. We're Synovus, the bank of here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Back again here at Callaway Stadium is the starting lineups has already been done, and now Tommy's heading out to the center of the field to walk out with the referee, and here's the coin toss.
Get down, look, just tighten up just a little bit, guys, so I can get back and hear me. All right, guys, y'all chose to be captains of your team. Respect your act like captains at all times. White talk to white, blue talk to blue, and we'll be good all night. Okay? Whenever you have a penalty, I will explain your options to you. Okay? Once I explain the option to you, you will make your decision from there. Okay? If you need a little help, you know what to do. Look back. Then get some advice from the sideline. Once you make your decision on the field tonight, guys, that's what we're going to go with. Okay? All right. Any other questions so far? Everybody good? All right. Visiting team right here. If y'all be the visiting team, you will call the toss. Okay? I have a coin here. It's going to be heads. That's going to be tails. That is heads. You're going to choose the side of the coin you want. I want you to repeat the side of the coin that he says he's want. What side of the coin you want, sir? What did he say, sir?
Heads.
Heads. Heads it is. I mean, you won the toss. What you want to do? There we go, young man.
Hampton defers.
All right, Hampton won the toss. They will defer. So LaGrange will start with the receiving. And my apologies, Tommy. My editing on the roster apparently was horrible. I cut off the numbers on the first column of the roster there. So
I'm glad it's not the first game. I kind of know them by now, but it's. But we got Charles Crawford as a captain, and we got his We got Tadarius Moses out there.
DeMonte
Cole
Kelly,
Crawford and DeMonte Kelly as
right.
our captains. It's Cole Crawford, Charles Crawford, DeMonte Kelly, and Latarius. What's Latarius' last name? Tradarius Moses.
Yep. I'm finishing writing down these numbers as I speak on my sheet over here. It's going to be fun trying to read my own handwriting, but we will make do. All right, the band is getting fired up. Grangers coming through the banner. The Grangers wearing the blue jerseys with the charcoal gray numerals and the white outlining with the white pants, blue piping, and the silver helmet with the Granger star. Hampton in the white jerseys with the gold numbers and the purple pants. Kind of looks like the LSU and their usual home jerseys, though they're going to wear purple jerseys today is what I was told. And we're going to get this game started. LaGrange versus Hampton. Last non-region game for the Grangers. Last non-region game before the region schedule. They have one more non-region game at the end of the season against Shaw, but that's still ways away yet. Tommy, your final thoughts going into this game. What do the Grangers need to do?
Just keep our head in this game and play our game and not make any mistakes and play assignment football.
Coach always says alignment, assignment, effort. And he said they actually had pretty decent alignment and assignment last week against Callaway and good effort. They just couldn't do much against all that talent.
Right, we'd make one or two good plays, and then they would counter with a play that we just couldn't stand up against, and you just didn't recover from it.
Number 34, senior Cole Crawford.
So Hampton with number 14, Andrew Pavon, P-A-V-O-N, set to kick off.
Number 57, senior Tradarius Moses.
And we see Dylan Norville back there. And before I could get the other names of the receivers, they've got the ready for play whistle blown. And here comes the opening kick of the game. It's going to be a short kick, fielded about the 15-yard line, brings up the middle to the 20, 25, busting through players down to about the 27-yard line. First and 10 Grangers.
I'm trying to get that number. Who caught it?
27, Ace Elite.
Ace Elite. Young guy.
One of the upbacks. It wasn't kicked very deep.
They had Logan Karcher back there along with Dylan Norville.
The Grangers will start from there, first and 10.
So the ball spotted at the 27-yard line, far hash mark. Grangers come to the line of scrimmage with one receiver to the left side, three to the right. Charles Crawford ready to take the snap. There it is. There's a snap. Quick out pass to the flat, in and out of the hands. And they're saying it was a lateral. And it's going to be recovered by Hampton. The whistle did not blow. Everybody kind of stood around, but the whistle did not blow, and a Hampton player picked it up and is brought down at the 5-yard line inside Granger territory.
That was an unfortunate lapse. And the ball, I wasn't quite with it, but I could tell it was a lateral and cover enough to get on the ball and down it for a loss rather than a turnover. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So Hampton, yes, first and goal at the 5-yard line. So let's see who is under center for Hampton. That is number 5, Javian Doris, a junior. And Doris will hand the ball off. And that poor number 10 got hit and wrapped up. He did get slung forward for a 2-yard gain. Untavius Varner with the carry, gaining 2 yards.
Dawson Jones, number 9.
second and goal from the 4-yard line.
So second and goal. 2 receivers left. Doris waiting for the snap. Fakes the snap. Toss over the middle. Caught. Touchdown. Just a little middle screen. And it is a touchdown for the Hampton Hornets on the gift.
It was a very quick bang bang play. They did a fake dive and then just threw the quick inside slant.
Doris to Jordan Hall. And it's a quick 6 for the Hampton Hornets. Extra point forthcoming. Snap, spot, kick, up, and it is good. Timeout on the field, 11:01 to go in the first quarter. It's Hampton 7, LaGrange nothing. Back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Well, after the lateral recovered by Hampton, they only needed 2 plays to go the 5 yards and get a touchdown. It's 7-0 in favor of Hampton. And now an offside by Hampton. I saw the one on the far end. He was a good 2 yards ahead of the kicker when the kicker kicked the ball. That's going to back him up 5 yards.
You know, facing adversity is always a good challenge. It's even an extra strong challenge when you create that adversity. And that lateral was just bizarre, I think.
Yeah. You got to treat the ball as if it's live. And just about everybody for a good few seconds there thought the ball was dead, but the referee had not blown the whistle. Another short kick at the 20 to the 25, 30, far sideline to the 40, and then run out of bounds across the 40. Let's see where
got a flag over here on about the 32-yard line. Look like we're probably going to get either a hold or a blocking in the back on us, so they'll probably push this ball back around the 20-yard line.
And the referee is saying actually it's a hold against LaGrange, so that'll back it up.
A holding on the Grangers.
And here's where the players, you know, now that they're on the field, they have to get going. I mean, it's easy to get out of your rhythm. It's easy to get out of your playing on a Saturday.
The good part about this, we will have an off week next week to get all of our people back into good shape.
So ball spotted at the 24-yard line, so LaGrange will have the ball 1st and 10 there. Two receivers to the right, one left. Man in motion, right to left. And hand the ball off to Caleb Ross, who gets hit at about the 27-yard line for a 3-yard gain.
Caleb's a good, hard-running, good-looking back, junior, number 5, and has been used fairly sparingly in the first 2 games. And when he's called upon, he's given us some positive yardage.
Second down, 1 receiver to the left, 2 right. Karcher on the far side here. Now man in motion, going to be a jet sweep, secures the ball, good, to the 25, tries to cut it upfield, and is going to be stopped by a swarm of Hornets, so to speak, to about the 29-yard line. Third down.
Just couldn't turn the corner, and they had it covered pretty well back. He tried to make a cut back. It maybe picked up a yard or 2 on that, so it's going to be third and a good 5 yards.
Rangers trailing 7-0, 9:40 to go in the first quarter. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Crawford, who's going to be stopped at about the 25-yard line. And I guess they're going to say that Hampton got the ball.
Hampton picked it up. It was a miscommunication between Crawford and Caleb Ross. He never had complete control of the ball. The ball landed, and the Hampton defender picked it up and ran it back about 2 yards. He's got it 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So 2 miscues. And now Hampton has the ball. Doris looking, firing it over the middle, and almost intercepted. In and out of the hands of David Paredes.
He made a good cut and play on that, did everything but catch the ball. He's gotten better every week. He's a good young player. Just a sophomore out there playing his heart out.
Oh, he's a good one. He was right where he needed to be. Did everything but catch the ball, but that's fine. Broke up the play. 2nd and 10. Pitch to the back. Gets a good block across the 20 down to about the 18, maybe the 17-yard line on Tavius Varner.
There's going to be a flag on that. I think there's going to be a hold on Hampton, which should move the ball back about to the 34, 35-yard line.
Granger fans informing the Hornet football team that they can't do it. And they are correct as the umpire is marking the ball off to about the 33-yard line. We'll replay the down.
2nd down, about 19 yards to go.
Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to the right side, goes up the middle, but is slowed up by Quay Bowles to start with, and the rest of the Grangers came in to finish the job to the 30-yard line.
Paredes back in there too.
So 3rd and 16 by my math. One receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Doris in the shotgun. A 5-step drop, keeps it himself, runs into his own player, and is slung down. Maybe a yard gain, but that's it. It looked like it was a designed quarterback draw, but he just ran into his own player. And then the Grangers came in and converged on him to make sure he didn't gain more than a yard.
Andreka Martin stayed at home and held him to a minimum gain. It's 4th and long. They're going to go for it.
Takes the snap. Looking. Down he goes! Sacked at the 36-yard line. Looked like he was loading up for a home run ball, which, might as well have been a punt.
Jamari Cameron came in strong from the backside and made sure he didn't unload that ball.
So 7:48 left to go in the first quarter. And unlike the first time, this Granger miscue came away with no points for Hampton, and the Grangers will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. That's a good answer for that fumble. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Hampton showing blitz. And batted away. Crawford. A couple of high leapers there on that offensive line getting up there as Crawford went to pass the ball. And they batted it down to the turf, 2nd down.
It just was an inside seam route that was sniffed out and batted down. I had a receiver wide open over there.
1 receiver left, 2 right. Charles Crawford in the shotgun. Rolling out to his right. Looking, firing, caught!
Great catch.
Logan Karcher sold out horizontal to the ground. 2 yards short of the line to gain, but that's a great gain, 3rd down.
He totally stretched out and left his feet and caught the ball about 2 feet off the ground and held on when he hit the ground. It was an excellent catch and excellent effort.
Logan Karcher, our subject of our senior spotlight, and he's showing why there. 3rd and 2, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Again, showing blitz. Crawford's going to keep it himself. He's got the 1st down. Not much more. He needed the 46. He got the 38. Move those chains.
Just a good zone read play right there where he kept the ball, and Charles was slow getting up. Dr. Guys heading out there to check on him.
I'm wondering if he just knocked the wind out of him. It looked like he landed on the ball.
That's what I was thinking. It looked like he's not limping or anything, but I think he just, as the old proverbial saying, got a belly full of it.
Yeah, he sure did. 6:54 to go in the first quarter. Hampton 7, LaGrange nothing. LaGrange driving with a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Ball spotted actually at the 47-yard line inside Granger territory. And now we'll see number 18, Jalen Brown, the freshman, go out there for at least 1 down.
He worked the last quarter last week against Callaway and made some good effort out there.
1 receiver left, 2 right. Brown. And Granger's moved. Hard snap count, and I think LaGrange moved. Going to back it up 5 yards. Yep, false start against the men in blue. And being the ball was not snapped, Brown has to stay back out there again.
Well, I mean, crap, he took 2 plays in 2. Hey, the good thing is it's not a stolen hand.
Rangers break the huddle with 1 on the far side, 1 on the near side. And another flag thrown saying false start against LaGrange again.
I think we had a guy in motion that moved a little bit too close to the line.
Well, he pointed at number 55, Will Flowers, and Will Flowers kind of held his hand out like, what? They're going to say another false start, so this is backing up to the 37. 1st and 20. And Brown still hasn't had a snap yet. 1 receiver left, 1 right. Man in motion again, and another flag.
Three in a row there. 3.
And I would love to see what he's seeing.
I didn't see it myself. dropped on that.
And so Coach Gibbs is coaching up Brown. So 1st and 25. One receiver left, one right. And this time they're going to do a different play. Buck sweep to the right side, running over players across the 35, out of bounds near the 39. He was hit before he got to the 35 and gave 5 more yards on his own.
Caleb Ross, when he gets rolling, is going to be is hard to bring down. And it's going to be fun to see him progress this week.
Spotting the ball at the 41-yard line. So 2nd and 16. One receiver to the left side, that's Karcher. Adrian Traylor to the near side. And Norville in motion. And Crawford is going to go down.
A busted play from the get-go. He was anticipating handing it off, but had no one to hand it off to. Dylan Norville had gone a little bit past it. We're going to have Charles Crawford back in here on the next play.
Got a number 52 on the tackle. We don't have a 52 on the roster. Again, we weren't given a roster by Hampton, so we went to maxpreps.com and got the roster off of that. There's no 52 on there. So 3rd down and long. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Crawford looking, firing long, firing deep. And did he catch it? Yes, he did. At the 40-yard line, inside Hampton territory. Move those chains.
Dylan Norville waited. It was a little bit late, but he played that ball just right.
So they're spotting it at the 39-yard line, inside Hornet territory. What a catch. What a pass. Ball on the far hash mark. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Granger's trailing 7-0, but they're driving. And a jet sweep to the right side to the 40. Going to try to get that edge. He does. 35-30. Run out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line.
Andre Kenny got a speed sweep and got around that corner and was able to turn it up. Really a nice play. Good line, did good containment. And best of all, we didn't see any penalty flags for holding.
Fresh set of downs for the Grangers. Trailing 7-0, but driving. From the Hornet 26. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Crawford in the shotgun. He'll be there probably all night long. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Back to pass. Looking. Oh, he had time to throw it. And it is. Did he catch it? Waiting for the official. Yes! Touchdown! Grangers! Give him 6. Dylan Norville in the back right corner of the end zone. The Grangers cracked the egg on the scoreboard.
His foot was 1/4 of an inch inside when he came down. I mean, I was standing about 5 yards away from it. And first thing you do is you look and see if he's got possession of it. Then the second thing you see where his feet are, and it was just perfect. Referee took his time, made a good call.
Waiting on the extra point attempt. The snap by Karcher, the hold by Crawford, the kick by Seha. It is up, but it is no good. 4:22 left to go in the first quarter of play. It is Hampton 7, LaGrange 6. We'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. It's TOWD at Kia LaGrange. The 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new, updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rivals vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Sign number 111569. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Got flared up somehow.
Well, that was a 64-yard drive, a 26-yard touchdown catch. Crawford to Norval. And extra point is no good. 7-6 in favor of Hampton. And now the kickoff is being returned up to near the 30-yard line.
There's a penalty flag thrown late. I don't know what that is for, coming from way across the field. And he apparently saw something on that side that I didn't see from this side.
Flag is dropped at the 49-yard line. Let's see what the white hat says. Personal foul against Hampton.
It must have been away from the play. I didn't see it. It wasn't close to where the ball action was. And it came from one of the back judges and came a little late, so I think it was a...
They're going to spot the ball way back at the 16-yard line, if I'm not mistaken. And, yep, there it goes. 4:18 left to go in the first quarter. Rangers trailing 7-6. Hampton with the ball 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. 2 receivers left. The ready for play whistle is blown. Doris in the shotgun. Man in motion, left to right and back left again. They're going to pitch it to that man who was in motion, doing a jet sweep to the left side. Hit hard at the 25-yard line. That's a 9-yard gain, though, for number 21, Tyrell Beverly.
Jamari Cameron came over and stopped him after he got over there, but he did beat our containment over there. It was kind of a little razzle-dazzle pitch out.
Yeah, he was in motion left to right. He got next to the quarterback, and then they pitched it to him. He went back to his left and maybe took a couple Grangers with him as he went in motion.
They got them from motion on this. I think Hampton center may have moved.
A lot of false start penalties, both teams. And instead of 2nd and 1, now the Hornets are facing 2nd and 6. That makes a difference.
Certainly does, and we could take about 3 in a row like we gave them 3 in a row right here too. See if we can entice them to have 2 more procedures.
The play clock appears to be off, at least on that end of the field.
That's off on both ends.
Doris on the zone raid, he keeps it himself, but he only gets a couple yards out of it to the 26. Excuse me, the 21 rather.
Thaddeus Dixon stood home and took care of that. He got about 3 inches. A big 3rd down play right here on a 20-yard line, Mike.
3rd and just a little past 5.
We're going to see what these lime green shoes do for this quarterback.
They got a man in the slot over here with the same shade of shoes. 2 receivers left. Rolling out to his right, the quarterback. He's going to throw it. It is caught. Lowers his shoulder, gets across the 25, 26, and yep, they're going to spot him at the 27-yard line for a 1st down.
Just got it by about 2 yards. A good little dump pass over on the far side. And wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
Even through this glare from the sun, I can see those shoes real well.
Yeah, and
Doris in the shotgun, hands the ball off up the middle, but nothing doing. Granger's all over.
Progettis is just playing really good inside linebacker tonight. Came in and made an open field, broke in through the gap, and threw him for a 2-yard loss.
Matthews, the ball carrier, doesn't get anywhere. Second and 12. Two receivers left. Nobody split out right. Back to pass. Caught, but nothing. I mean, nothing after the catch.
Paredes there again. There's another penalty flag late. I don't know what that may have been a hold on Hampton. Let's see what it comes up to be. Personal foul, face mask on us.
Now that is no longer an automatic first down, but being it's a personal foul, the yardage will give them the first down.
Right. It didn't see who that did that. I don't think Paredes did it.
Now the flag looked like it was thrown further back, I thought. But
On the Grangers, it'll be a 15-yard penalty. Ball will be placed at the 42-yard line.
so the ball spotted at the 42-yard line. Inside Granger territory, excuse me, not quite inside Granger territory yet. But it is a fresh set of downs for the Hampton Hornets, who lead 7-6. Two receivers right. Doris in the shotgun. Gonna hand the ball off up the middle. LaGrange will swallow him up there at the line of scrimmage.
Dawson Jones made a huge hit on that as they got him turned around. The line got him turned around. Jaquavius Bowles and Dawson Jones closed in on him real well.
Dixon coming off the field.
Who got the personal foul, Wes?
I think it was the guy on this side. I didn't see who it was.
You didn't see?
I didn't see that.
Second down and 10. One receiver to the right side, one left. Doris waiting for the snap. Takes the snap, rolling out to his left. And now he looks like he's going to throw, and he's not going to throw. And then we could do a little shovel pass across the 50 to about the 45. Just kind of did like a shot put type pass.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty. I think somebody moved on their side, so this is probably going to come back.
I'm wondering if he wasn't across the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball too.
Yeah, that was close. But it's illegal procedure really right about the time they snapped the ball.
That's what the referee signals too.
Penalty is on Hampton.
Yeah, he faked the throw, kept it himself, and then right at the line of scrimmage just kind of pushed the ball forward.
We'll back the ball up to the 37-yard line.
So they'll spot the ball at the 37-yard line and replay second down.
15 now.
Two receivers right. A penalty-filled night so far, both ways. Man in motion left to right. They're going to give it to him on the sweep. Quay Bowles grabbed a handful of shirts, slowed him up. The rest of the Grangers came in and dropped him for a 2-yard loss.
Jonathan Sutton, Dawson Jones, Quay Bowles. Excellent pursuit on that end of the first quarter, Mike.
That is the end of the first quarter with your score. Hampton 7, LaGrange 6. We'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
Isn't life crazy? One day your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments, the good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
We start the second quarter. Hampton with the ball and with the lead, 7-6. but the Hornets facing 3rd and 18. Ball spotted at their own 34-yard line. They need the Granger 48. One receiver to the right side, one to the left. Ball just inside the far hash mark. Doris waiting for the snap, fakes the handoff, is going to keep it himself, is slowed up at the 35-yard line, finally fights forward to near the 40, but a long way to go, and they're going to have to punt.
In the face. Rodney's the reliever, throws mid-90s. Probably broke his face. I'm sure it did. Get out! And he got a pretty face.
Dylan Norville back to receive the punt, standing around the 25-yard line. Face high snap, gets the punt off. Norville's going to receive it at the 30, up to the 35, backtracks, and is going to be brought down. They'll say forward progress stopped at the 32-yard line. So LaGrange will set up shop 1st and 10 there. 11:46 to go in the second quarter. Grangers with the ball trailing 7-6. Last non-region game before the region schedule starts. The Grangers have next week off. And then in 2 weeks we'll play here at home against the Central Lions out of Carroll County. Two receivers right, one left. Crawford waiting for the snap. There's the pitch to Norville, who cuts it upfield at the 30 and is driven backwards at the line of scrimmage at 32, but that's it. Second down for the Grangers.
Well, you know, Citadel's not a team you want to play. They're like, why was Stanford scheduling UCF? That's like winning South.
Grangers break the huddle. Norville and Trailer on the near side, Karcher on the far side. Somebody else over there on the far side. We'll get his number in just a minute. Crawford back to pass, looking.
Got a hold over there, I believe.
Yeah, he also got a sack.
Got a defense. Who's that on the ground?
At the 27-yard line. They may take the play. We'll see. Nope, they're going to mark it off. And some more whistlage. Yep, they're going to keep the play. Holding declined, 3rd down from the 27. So instead of 2nd and 20, it's going to be 3rd and 15. Two receivers to the right side, two left. Crawford in the shotgun. Take the snap. Looking, firing long, firing deep, and
wow.
He caught it! Logan Karcher at the 45-yard line. Move those chains.
He landed on his elbow, it looked like, but or his shoulder one. He's coming over, and the guy's going to check him out, but that's a great catch.
He just launched himself like a volleyball player getting a dig. And the Grangers have 1st and 10 from the Hornet 46. One receiver right, two left. And they hand the ball up the middle. Caleb Ross battling across the 45, down to the 42, gain of 4.
A tough 4 yards on that. He gained most of that on his own. And I like the way he runs the ball.
Granger's trailing 7-6, 10:15 to go in the second quarter. Granger's turned the ball over twice their first two drives. Scored on the third drive and is threatening in the fourth drive. Two receivers left, two right. Crawford under some pressure. Fires incomplete through the hands of Traylor. A little high. Traylor had to stretch to get that one. And he's 6'2".
Yes, he is.
And it was even a little too tall for him. 3rd and 6. Two receivers right. That's Martin and Cole Crawford. Two receivers left. And Charles Crawford waiting for the umpire to spot the ball. He does. Ready for play. Whistle is blown and motion.
I think Jonathan Sutton jumped over there.
I think you're right. Third and 6 is tough enough. 3rd and 11 is even tougher.
Well, he was the only one who hadn't been called for illegal procedure, so he didn't want to fill that out.
That's about right. Two receivers right, two left. Crawford, little swing pass off to the right. And now the whistle is blown. I'll be honest, that looked like a lateral to me, but
it was just short of being one.
they're saying it's a incomplete pass intended for Andre Canty. 4th down.
Looks like we got a little collarbone on Logan over here. If he can put a little.
Just a stinger or?
I don't know yet. I'll find out a little bit.
Hampton coach is saying watch the fake. I don't think we're going to see a fake in a non-region game. There's the punt from Charles Crawford. Fair catch called for inside the 10-yard line.
Excellent punt.
We'll be back after this 30-second break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Granger's football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hampton with the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 8-yard line and with a 7-6 lead. Hands the ball off up the middle. Stolen! Taken away by the Grangers, and he's in! Touchdown, Grangers! Give him 6. It's like he stole the handoff.
Look at Quavo.
Yeah, I believe it was. He just took the handoff right from the running back and in for the touchdown.
Number 9. Dawson Jones did it.
Outstanding.
There you go, dress up.
And timeout taken by Hampton. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. LaGrange takes the lead, 12-7 with the PAT pending. We'll be back after this break. 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Wow, first play from scrimmage for Hampton from their own 8-yard line. Tried to hand the ball off, and Dawson Jones was right there and picked his pocket and took it to the house.
It's just like it was a design pick, wasn't it? And we're going to go for 2 here and try to even this thing up since we missed the extra point on the first touchdown. And
Andre Canty in the backfield with Charles Crawford. One receiver to the left side, that's Traylor. Whistle blown. Crawford rolling out to his right, looking for someone to throw it to, and he throws it into the dirt. Intended for, looked like 19 Sam Yates, but it was down near his feet, and it is no good. So the Grangers have the lead 12-7 with 9:31 to go in the second quarter. We'll be back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You are part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com. Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
where'd you get it? Lady up in the gate, picked me up in
9:31 to go in the second quarter. Grangers with a 12-7 lead.
You don't have another one, do you?
And looking to kick this ball off. There it is. High sky kick. Fielded inside the 30. Trying that left side to the 35. Hit and dropped short of the 40.
Number 2, Jordan Hall.
And that looked like 38, if I'm not mistaken, for LaGrange. Micah Prophet, the kicker. That's surely not. Nope, 32. Casey Howell, a freshman, on that tackle. Not saying anything against kickers. We've had some athletic kickers before. I just don't think Michael Crawford was out there.
I won't beat you out of it. I'll get it.
So from the 38, with 9:25 to go in the first quarter, quick pitch to the 40, 45, wrestled down at the 50, dropped, they're going to say about the 49-yard line, the 48 inside Granger territory for a first down.
Adrian Miller made a good open field tackle on that.
Good read by the quarterback, though. Looked like the defensive end bid on him, so he pitched the ball out. And
right, he made a good play.
Yep.
Quarterback's a pretty good quarterback. Just got a whole lot to work with.
One receiver to the left side, one right. And the whistle blown. Timeout called by Hampton. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. LaGrange 12, Hampton 7 with 8:49 to go in the second quarter. Back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. It's TOWD at Kia LaGrange. The 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new, updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rival vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power on the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Son number 111569. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Alongside Tommy Whitworth, I'm Michael Buchanan. Our producer is Ronnie Kay, with assistance from Angela Kabansky. Our board operator is Hunter Bronner. Glad to have you with us from Callaway Stadium. where the Grangers are leading 12-7, but Hampton has the ball, 1st and 10 from the Granger 48. 2 receivers left. Doris takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get wrapped up, and down he goes. He had nowhere to go. 3 Grangers around him. They're going to give him forward progress by about 12 inches maybe, but that's it.
Jaquez Smith jumped in on that and stopped it really, and there was a late flag. Might have been a hold in there on.
Actually, no, my mistake. There was the Granger 48 was the snap. They're giving the.
They're going to decline this ball penalty.
Yep.
It's a 4-yard loss. So they're going to take the down and the 4-yard loss rather than the giving another down and taking a 10-yard penalty.
Sounds good to me. So 2nd down and about 13, long 13, short 14. 1 receiver left, 1 right. Doris waving his man in motion. He's going to hand the ball off himself, up the middle. He'll get down to about the 45, maybe the 44 inside Granger territory. Varner on the carry. So 3rd down and 6.
Lineman for Hampton lost his shoe over there. We'll see if he can get it back on here.
Lose your helmet, you got to come out for a play. Lose your shoe.
You just got to get it back on.
Quickly. 3rd and long. 1 receiver left, 1 right. Low snap, Doris picks it up. Looking, nobody there. Finally he throws it, caught at the 35-yard line, and that's enough for a 1st down.
It should have been a hold over on this side.
There is a flag over here.
I think they held number 6.
I was about to give credit for the quarterback for extending the play out to the right side, but it helps if you've got a player holding for you.
Yeah, it was kind of apparent.
So they're going to ask LaGrange what they want to do, and you know the answer to that one.
Now they'll take that penalty.
Yes, sir. Holding against Hampton, and they'll mark it off from the 48 down to the Hampton 42. Their own 42, they need the Granger 38. 7:50 to go in the half. Granger's with a 12-7 lead. 1 receiver left, 1 right. The receiver on the left side in motion to the right side. They're going to hand the ball off, and he's got faked it. And this guy is gone. 30 to the 20 to the 10, touchdown. And I don't see any flags.
No, he did I thought that the dive back had the ball to start with, and he was running up. Then I said, well, thank goodness it didn't get to him. But
yeah, that was some razzle-dazzle. I lost who had the ball, and apparently so did the Grangers.
And he just slipped right through there, and it wasn't even contested, it didn't look like.
A 58-yard touchdown run. And I didn't see the number of the player who actually had the ball.
It's number 5 quarterback.
All right. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good.
He's a good athlete.
7:30 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Hampton takes the lead back 14-12. We'll be back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
62-yard drive, 58 of them by way of the quarterback keeper, Doris, for the touchdown. Extra point is good, and the Hampton Hornets now leading 14-12 over the Grangers. Sun has gone down behind the visiting bleachers, so I can take my sunglasses off now. High kick, fielded short of the 30-yard line, and down he goes right at the 30-yard line is number 20, Andre Canty.
Very high kickoff and didn't have much of a chance to get much going before they closed in on him.
Either the kicker can't kick it deep or he doesn't want Dylan Norville and Logan Karcher to get a hold of it, and I don't blame him.
Well, Logan's on the sideline now. He's got his arm in a sling. Hope it's nothing serious.
Logan made a couple of incredible good catches.
Absolutely, the catches of the day.
And hope that he's okay. They'll definitely have next week off with the schedule. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Man in motion. Crawford looking, lots of time to throw. Fires it and tapped away by, looked like number 33, Chance High, who jumped high to tip that ball away.
If he wouldn't have tipped it, Cole Crawford was wide open right behind him. And would have been a game of inches, as they say.
Yep. 14-12 in favor of Hampton. Hornets with the ball, 2nd and 10. Excuse me, Grangers with the ball, 2nd and 10. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Crawford rolling out to his right, looking. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to get hit a yard before the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1.
Tagged pretty hard on that, but
coverage sack. He looked downfield and didn't see anybody open, so he decided to run it himself and got tagged for the 1-yard loss. 3rd down. 1 receiver right, 2 left. Crawford looking, a little dump off pass to Canty out of the backfield. He'll get that yard back plus 1 more to the 31-yard line, bringing up 4th down and likely a punting situation. Yes, it is.
Play just never developed. It was a little short screen over on the right side.
So 4th down. Grangers trailing 14-12. Charles Crawford, high snap. He gets it down. He gets it off. But it goes out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it at. The referee's coming up to around the 40-yard line, and that is where the Hornets will set up shop. 5:53 to go in the 2nd quarter. And Hornets with good field position. Referee still haven't spotted the ball yet. There he goes.
He's thinking about it.
Counting up, making sure there's 11 on the field. He sees 11 on the field and he blows his whistle. 1 receiver to the right side. 1 on the left, double tight end on the left side as well. And he's got a man open up the middle. You're going to say, yes, he caught it at the 49-yard line inside Granger territory for a gain of 11. 1st and 10 for Hampton, leading 14-12.
We give his quarterback some confidence. It's not going to, we need to sack him or put some pressure on him or let him hand it off to the wrong person again. Or
disruption is a good thing. One receiver left, one right. A lot of motion. And
well, he slipped.
Yes,
on
he
that, so
did.
he's going to get a motion penalty on that. I didn't.
No, I'm going to say offside against LaGrange.
Wow, okay.
Which, in all fairness, he was the only one in motion when the ball was snapped, and he's allowed to be in motion. He just couldn't go forward while the ball was snapped, and he didn't go forward. He went backwards and fell on his backside.
He was sliding into third base. Just lost his footing there.
But that moves the ball up 5 yards for Hampton.
1st and 5.
One receiver left, one right. See if they do the same play. Yep, man in motion again. This time he doesn't fall, and they're going to pitch it to him, but guess what? He is going to be dropped on his backside. Number 13, Dylan Norville, right there to make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Well, on the touchdown run, I was talking to Dr. Guy, and, of course, he did not make the pitch. He faked the pitch and kept the ball, and we went for the pitch man. This time he did pitch it, and we went for the pitch man, and it worked out.
Yep. 2nd and 11. Loss is 6 on that play. One receiver right, one left. Doris looking to throw. He's got some time. Now he's going to tuck it and run. And he is going to be tripped up and fall forward close to the 40-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. I think he's actually
a little short of it.
Yep, going to be short by a yard. They need the Granger 39. They're at the Granger 40. 3rd and 1. Clock running, 3:45 to go in the half. Granger's trailing 14-12. Two receivers to the left side. Doris in the shotgun. They only need a yard. The Grangers need a stop. Man in motion. Doris going to keep it himself. He's got the first down. 35. Still fighting for yardage. Brought down near the 32-yard line, but enough for a first down.
He just pulled his way right up the middle on that. Quay Bowles wrestled him down after about a 5-yard gain.
Clock running, coming up on 3 minutes to go in the half. 14-12 in favor of Hampton. Two receivers left. Man in motion again. Fakes the handoff one way, hands it straight up the middle, and he is dragged down about the 20 to about the, call it the 15-yard line. Varner. A lot of razzle-dazzle there behind the scenes.
Right, and he's small running back, and he's hard to see, hard to pick up, and runs very low to the ground, and just slipped through there and made a huge gain.
1st and 10 from the Granger 16. I mean, it's simple dive plays, but it's all the extra motion that's drawing the attention away.
Well, we're reacting rather than acting.
Two receivers left. Again, man in motion. Going to hand the ball off straight up the middle, but he gets hit and hard at the line of scrimmage. The Grangers plugged up every hole up there.
Jonathan Sutton, the first one in there on that, with Quay Bowles right behind him. And so he stopped it for no yards, maybe a half-yard loss.
2nd down. Hampton leading 14-12. We'll tell you how we got there with the second half, with the first half recap at halftime. We'll also give the scoreboard of games that went on and the timeout called by Hampton. We'll take a 30-second timeout here. 1:33 to go in the half. Hampton 14 and threatening with LaGrange 12. We'll be back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
This drive started at the Hampton 40-yard line. It's about to be the 7th play.
Seems like it many more plays than that, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, they've had a couple of penalties too, which didn't help matters. A lot of yellow on the field today. But the Grangers trailing 14-12 and looking to stop Hampton here. Ball's on the ground. Doris able to pick it up. He's going to try to run it himself, and he's going to run out of bounds around the 22-yard line for a 6-yard loss. Just a bad snap. The Grangers able to pursue and keep from positive yardage happening.
I think I'm spot that ball on the 20-yard line. I thought it was further back than that.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
Of course, it's way across field. It's hard to tell from this side.
I had the binoculars on him. I saw his feet at the 22. Maybe he had the ball stretched out to the 20, maybe. Either way, it's 3rd down and long. They need the Grangers 6. One receiver left, one right. Doris. And timeout
delay a game.
Yeah. The white hat was facing the visitor's side. It's like, no, you need to face the press box so we can see what the call is. And, yep, it is delay a game.
Of course, there's no clock on the field.
Nope. And Doris is asking. He pointed to the clock. It's like, oh, it's broke, sir. Doris back to pass, steps up. He's going to try to get some yardage on his own. He'll get the first down, I believe. No, he won't get across the 10-yard line.
But he'll bring it back because of a penalty, a hold, I believe.
Yep, it is a holding against Hampton.
Right on the 30-yard line, so probably back it up to about the 40.
Wow. Mind you, they need the 6 for the first down. Probably took them out of field goal range. I don't know what their field goal kicker's range is, but I'm willing to bet snapping from the 40 is out of his range. That'd be a 57-yard attempt. That'd be out of Joe Mansour's range. Well, no, he kicked a 59-yarder once.
Yeah, well, they got this goal post kind of slanted in, so you could probably say it was a 56-yard field goal.
It is kind of slanted in, isn't it? Ball spotted at the 40. They need the Grangers 6. What play would you draw for 3rd and 34?
I'd do a center sneak.
One receiver right, one left. Doris in the shotgun. His heels on the 45. And he's going to keep it himself on the left side to the 40. And out of bounds at the 37-yard line. And no flags on the field. This is one of those games that you have to look for the flags just in case.
Not saying there wasn't a hold over there, but they let him go on that one. I guess he didn't hold him enough.
4th down and a long, long way. 50 seconds to go. Grangers trailing 14-12. And it looks like Hampton's going to punt. Dylan Norville getting back there to receive the punt. And he'll botch it. He will fall on it, though, inside the 5-yard line. But another flag on the field around the 22-yard line. And they're going to say holding on LaGrange.
That'll move it down to about the 2.5.
Waiting for the white hat, and he says holding against the men in blue. So it is a successful punt. And with 42 seconds left to go in the half, LaGrange trailing by 2. And the ball will be spotted around the 2. Let's see exactly where it is spotted. They're going to spot it right on the 2. Hampton with 1 timeout left. LaGrange could probably just do a draw play, protect the ball, and run out the clock. Let's see what they do. Crawford hands the ball off, and he'll fight across the goal line to about the 1. Looked like he was stopped behind the goal line and battled forward.
Hey, Caleb Ross was. I'm going to get down here and watch this thing from.
Hampton not taking a timeout. Interesting. Clock still running. 12, 11, 10. I think LaGrange is going to.
Well, I think it's close to where it's going to be a.
Well, that's the end of the half. With your score, Hampton 14 and LaGrange 12.
See if I can catch Coach before he goes into the locker. I was way down here.
Coach is actually going into the tent, it looks like.
Yeah, they're going to go look at something on the thing. I'll catch him here when he gets through speaking with us. Assistant.
We'll have the first half recap. And then the scoreboard, it'll be a light scoreboard because there's no region teams playing tonight. They all played last night and Thursday.
Coach Gibbs, long first half there. Some pros and cons, just a up and down first half.
Yeah, again, we made some mental mistakes on the first play from scrimmage, and gave them a short field and gave them a touchdown. And we got 4 or 5 kids that hurt, so we got backups that are stepping into play, and we got to get them ready. And that's part of football.
That's part of it. We're going to get them second half.
Yeah, rather do it now than towards the end of October when we get into region play, but we got to win this football game.
Second half, will you expect anything different from out there?
No, I mean we just got to go make our, we got to go be us, and we got to make our adjustments. We got a lot of younger kids that are stepping up, playing starting roles. I don't have start. We're out 3 offensive linemen. Our quarterback's hurt. 2 of our running backs are hurt. So we're gonna milk it and get through it. We're gonna find ways to move the football and just kind of settle in on offense. We can control the clock and control the game there. And defense playing really well. We think we made 1 bad play on defense, and now it's a 2-point game.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Rangers.
14-7 in favor of Hampton here at the half. We'll tell you how we got here with the first half recap following this break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Mooseman from Glenn Smith and Opelika. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We salute the team, coaches, band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and fans. We are proud to be your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Isn't life crazy? One day your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments, the good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hampton Hornets with a 14-12 lead over the Grangers. Started early. LaGrange had the ball 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. A lateral that did not go forward. Everybody kind of stood around for a few seconds. Hampton realized that it was a live ball. Referee did not blow the play dead. And Hampton recovered and was down at the Granger 5-yard line. 2 plays later, a 3-yard touchdown catch, Doris to Hall, and Hampton was on the board early, 7-0. LaGrange then fumbled the ball away on the 3rd play on the second drive, and Hampton again had a short field at the 24-yard line inside Granger territory, but couldn't do anything with it. They decided to go for it on 4th down, turn the ball over on downs. The Granger defense stiffens, and the Grangers started at their own 36-yard line, and the Grangers answered. Starting at the 36-yard line, that makes it a 64-yard drive, a 26-yard touchdown catch. Crawford to Norville. Extra point was no good, and it's 7-6 in favor of Hampton. The two teams exchanged punts, and then Hampton calling for a fair catch at their own 8-yard line, and they would pay for it. First play from scrimmage, a handoff to Dawson Jones. Problem is Dawson Jones plays for the Grangers, and Dawson is able to run it in for the touchdown. 2-point conversion, no good, and it is 12-7 in favor of LaGrange. But Hampton would answer, starting from their own 38-yard line, a 58-yard touchdown run by Doris. A little razzle-dazzle. Looked like it was a handoff up the middle, but Doris was able to keep it, went around left end, and got in for the touchdown, 58 yards. And it's 14-12 in favor of Hampton. The two teams would exchange punts. LaGrange would start after a penalty on their own 2-yard line, but was able to avert the safety and ran out the clock to end the first half of play. Your score, Hampton 14 and LaGrange 12 at the half. We'll take a look at the scoreboard coming up after this next break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
LX is here with all new updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rival vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power under the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today, take a look, take a test drive, take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Son number 111569. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hampton Hornets 14, LaGrange Grangers 12 here at the half. Taking a look at other scores from yesterday and beyond. The Callaway Cavaliers all over Cross Keys, 69-0 last night here at Callaway Stadium. The Callaway Cavaliers next play the Troop Tigers next week. In Region 5 4A action, we saw the Troop Tigers host Harris County and beat the Tigers, the Harris County Tigers, 27-21. Troop Tigers with the win there. Cartersville shut out McNair 51-0. It was Cedartown falling to Bremen. Coach Rooster Russell, the head coach over there at Bremen, doing a fine job with the Blue Devils. Bremen 10, Cedartown 7. Chapel Hill defeated Stars Mill 28-21. It was Sandy Creek all over Ridgeland, 43-7. Central of Carroll County had the night off. Schedule is as follows for next week. It will be Cartersville at Cherokee. Cedartown is at Southeast Whitfield. Central of Carroll hosting Heard County. Chapel Hill will be at home against Whitewater. Sandy Creek hosts Stars Mill. And Troop is the visiting team next week against the Callaway Cavaliers. The Grangers have the week off. When we come back, we'll take a look at more scores from around the state. There's actually some games that happened today, according to the Georgia High School Football Association. And we'll take a look at those scores coming up after this break. 14-12 in favor of Hampton. Back after this break on the Eagle Sports Network.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You are part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
14-7 in favor of the Hampton Hornets over your LaGrange Grangers. Taking a look at some other scores around the state of games that actually did happen today. And these are all finals that I can find. Appalachia over Jackson County, 21-14. It was Lovett squeaking by Mary Persons, 29-27. It was Jackson of Atlanta all over Kip Atlanta Charter, 42-0. Let's see. Continuing on, it was Lithia Springs blowing out Clarkston, 52-14. Forest Park getting by Tucker, 14-7. St. Pius defeating Decatur, shutting them out, as a matter of fact, 21-0. It was Osborne shutting out Creekview, 48-0. Pope. This game was played at 11 o'clock this morning. It was postponed from last night for whatever reason. I didn't see the reason why. But Pope over Centennial, 48-28. Let's see if there's any other finals. We got a second quarter score here. Etowah leading Pebblebrook 17-6. And I believe that is it. No, got one more here. Mount Pisgah Christian defeating Whitefield Academy 59-19. One more. Washington County. Remember them? LaGrange had some good battles against Washington County 15 years ago. 42-7. Washington County with the win over Greenbrier. When we come back, we'll talk with Tommy Whitworth after this break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
Hello, this is Jonathan Moose Mack from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We are proud that we have expanded our lot to an additional 100,000 square feet. We have increased our inventory by over 200 more vehicles. We have the largest inventory ever with over 600 vehicles for you to choose from. Chevrolet, Buicks, and GMCs, plus pre-owned vehicles. In our 27th year of serving East Alabama and West Georgia. For the best prices around, come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Isn't life crazy? One day your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments. The good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You are part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com. Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
And speaking of the Medicine Cabinet, Tommy Whitworth down on the sideline. He's talking with Coach Mike Pauley. They don't tell him what that conversation's all about. Tommy, if you can hear me, well, no, he's too engaged in the conversation with Coach Pauley right now. But 14-12 in favor of Hampton. Just a minor mistake, and I'm seeing Tommy now looking at us. Tommy, if you've got your ears on, what was said in the locker room? Go ahead, Tommy. Turning on his microphone now. Tommy had a good conversation with Coach Pauly, I see.
We're discussing what we got to do the second half. We got to hold them on this first possession. They, deferred the first half, so they will get it. Defense has played relatively well tonight, considering we gave up that one long play.
Yep.
And we gave them a touchdown. They gave us a touchdown, so that evened that out. We got several nicked up players, several of them, and
yeah. And that's going to be difficult, obviously.
Yeah, Charles Crawford's got a dislocated left finger. That is, he's got it bound up pretty good, but it's not his throwing hand, so he's going to have to be real careful with that. And
how's Logan?
He's still got on his. I think he's going to take the night off.
Yeah.
Just in a little bit of pain. He's got his arm in a sling.
Hopefully nothing serious. Taking the night off and the next week off, that's fine. But we're going to need him come the region play for sure.
Yeah, and it was a shame that happened on such a beautiful play he made. And when he stretched out and he just landed on that shoulder wrong. It looked like it might have been a shoulder or collarbone, something along that way. Hopefully it's just a stinger and it won't be anything of major significance.
All right, with the Grangers back out onto the field, getting their warm-ups, we'll take one final break, and then we'll have the second half kickoff. And don't forget, these kickoffs are brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. As my friend Moose Map says, get ready to smile at Glenn Smith in Opelika. We'll be back after this break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Granger fans, don't forget about the Kia of LaGrange Coaches Show, live Monday nights from Your Pie in downtown LaGrange over on Bull Street, starting at 7 o'clock on Eagle 102.3. And starting at 7 o'clock, they'll have LaGrange College, followed by the Callaway Cavaliers at 7:30, Troop High at 8 o'clock, and saving the best for last, the 8:30 Coach Gibbs and the LaGrange High School Coaches Show, 7 until 9, right here on AM, well, actually not here on 102, not on 102.3 tonight, but it will be on 102.3 Monday night. The Kia of LaGrange Coaches Show live from Your Pie, downtown LaGrange, on Bull Street. Good food. Go check it out. Grangers on the field, set to kick the ball off against Hampton, waiting for Hampton to get onto the field. The officials, 6 gentlemen in the black and white striped shirts, gathering about the 45-yard line, discussing where they're going to go eat afterwards, where to go to drink afterwards, maybe. And discussing how they're going to officiate this, probably, because we've seen a lot of flags, and every one of them, you know, worthy of it. But that's something the Rangers are going to have to look to do, Tommy, is to just keep the flags down.
That's correct. It just disrupts the flow, and the flow of a game sometimes changes the momentum. And neither team has really grabbed any momentum at all tonight. It's all been very sketchy, sort of. You'd see one good play and then a penalty, then you'd have two or three. You know, it was just no consistency in there.
Then when you have 2nd and 1 turn into 2nd and 6, or you have 1st and 10 turn into 1st and 25, you know, that just really disrupts the teams. Tend to have a script. Coach Gibbs says they tend to have a script of what plays they want to do. One flows into the other, and then you have to adjust.
You have to adjust to your personnel. You know, I mean, we got 3 or 4 linemen out, a couple running backs, and wide receiver, and everybody's got a little banged up here and there. And
yeah, Coach Gibbs said off the air that there was first world problems. They had 5 offensive linemen that, game time decision because of bumps and bruises. A lot of depth there, but the fact you've got 5 offensive linemen that are,
limping.
Yeah, struggling.
Got 2 or 3 of them not even playing at all.
Yep.
Kenzie Rowland's not even dressed out.
Rangers.
Logan thinks it's his collarbone. I talked to him just a second. He's had a couple times he's messed his collarbone up.
So here we go. Caleb Seha set to kick this ball off. Hampton's receivers standing with their toes on the 10-yard line. There's the whistle. And the kick. And fielded about the 26-yard line, coming to the near sideline, cutting upfield across the 30, spun down across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. So Hampton will start with decent field position.
High short kickoff. He tried to run it back toward the middle of the field and turned it up and picked up about 6, 7, 8 yards on the return.
They're going to officially spot this ball at the 37. Hampton with the ball, 1st and 10 with the lead, 14-12. Doris in the shotgun, knee-high snap. He gets it up. He's going to pitch it to the far sideline across the 40 to the 45. Let's see where they spot it. Did he get the first down? I believe he did.
It's hard to tell across the field from here. I couldn't. He was tight roping that sideline. It looked like to me.
And
they're going to give him. They're going to give him to the 37. So it's going to be
second down and maybe the length of the football.
Covered the first man and the second man, but the pitch man, they didn't get covered.
Get out!
Oh, 2 receivers right. Man in motion. Going to give the ball. No, he's going to keep it himself. And he's going to fight his way across the line of scrimmage, and he's got the first down. That was a good option play. Faked the handoff. And I thought it was stopped, but then I realized that Doris actually had the ball.
Well, and he spun out of that and was rolled over a Granger that was on the ground. He himself was not on the ground, so it was kind of questionable whether he was actually down or not. And
he didn't think he was down. He kept running.
Right, it was kind of a late whistle too.
So 1st and 10, and they're going to hand the ball off to Varner, and he gets 1 yard, and that's it up the middle.
Ball given to number 10, Xavier Varner. Very well
Like Jacquez Smith was in on the tackle, and a couple others.
Paredes.
Yep. We've called Paredes' name a lot tonight, and that's a good thing. From the 48, 2nd and 9. Taking a lot of time there in the huddle.
There is no.
Yeah, the play clock is off. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to pitch it, and he's got room. 50, 45, 40, and ball's loose, but it does go out of bounds around the 35-yard line.
We're going to have a hold here on about the 50-yard line, I believe, on the wide receiver, number 14, which really opened up that play.
Holding against Hampton. And that'll back it up. The line of scrimmage was their own 48. The flag was at the midfield stripe. They'll back it up 10 yards to the 40.
Now that opened up that play. It was pretty well defended until the hold came in and let the guy slip on by.
Play clock is off. The game clock shows 10:30. So unlike Auburn last week, the game clock is working here. Second down. 1 receiver left, 1 right. Doris rolling out to his right, looking, firing, and throws over everybody's head. Intended for Denard Flowers, but he had to be about 15 feet tall to catch that ball.
Yeah, he kind of trying to get him to climb that ladder, and he didn't have a 2-story ladder to do it on.
Brings up 3rd down and about 17. Hampton with the ball, 1 receiver right, 1 left. Doris in the shotgun, waiting for the snap. Low snap on the ground. He picks it up. He's going to try to run one way. Gets away from a tackler. Gets away. Another flag thrown, though. And he's going to be spilled at the 38-yard line. He's slow to get up.
There's a block in the back over here on about the 24-yard line.
Jonathan Sutton lost his balance and landed full-fledged on Doris. Doris able to get back up, though. Probably going to be against Hampton, but I imagine LaGrange would decline it. No, personal foul.
Andreka Martin was involved in that, and he's coming over to the sideline. That's not looking good.
And I'm wondering what that penalty is. I'm not familiar with that. Looked like he put 2 fists together. It wasn't targeting.
Well, it was a defensive player that he blocked a blindside block.
And I wonder if Coach Gibbs is telling him that if he's got the opportunity to decline it, because that would be 4th down. This was after the play. The far number shows 4th down, so I'm thinking it might have been after the play. I saw the flag go before the play was over. Yeah, I'm a little confused.
They saying it's 4th down.
Yeah, 4th down from their own 22. The coaches over here to the right are saying that shouldn't it be 3rd down, and I'm with them.
Yeah, it's 3rd down.
Okay. Yeah, but now they're changing to 3rd down.
There may have been 2 penalties on that. One was a blindside block and maybe a personal foul afterward, or I don't know. It's hard to tell. They seem mighty confused.
The ball spotted at their own 22-yard line. They need the Granger 43. So it's third down and about half a football field. Not quite that, but a long way to go. And now they break the huddle. Two receivers to the left side. And
He moved.
Doris waving his man over, saying it's a man in motion. Come on, man in motion. And instead, one of the linemen went in motion. That's going to back it up 5 yards to the 17. So if my math is right, it's third down and about 40.
You're right.
Man in motion, high snap. Doris able to get it down, and he's just going to run it himself. And Granger brought him down at the 5-yard line.
The ball was on the ground. He picked it up, and instead of just running straight up the field, he tried to go around, and they had containment on there. And
was that Dylan Norville on that?
No, that was Adrian Taylor.
Adrian Taylor, good job.
No, Miller, number 11.
Yeah, 11, Adrian Trailer. So ball spotted at the 5-yard line. And they're going to punt. We could use another high snap here. And you get a helmet high snap. The punter's able to get it away. A good high snap. Fielded fair catch at the 38-yard line. Inside their territory when we return. LaGrange trailing by 2, 14-12, but they've got the ball inside their territory back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi friends, it's TOWD at Kia LaGrange. The 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rival vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Son number 111569. See Kia LaGrange, complete details.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Granger's football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Crawford handing it off to Ross. Ross battling his way up to about the 35-yard line for a 3-yard gain. Caleb Ross isn't flashy, but he will battle for every square inch he can get. Two receivers left, two right. 2nd and 7. Crawford takes the snap, looking under some pressure, fires it long, fires it deep, and incomplete.
We're going to have a pass interference on that.
There is a flag. He had the ball caught. That was Cole Crawford over the middle, but they did not complete the catch, but they're going to say yes, pass interference. No longer an automatic first down like it used to be, but the yardage will give it to him. Umpire
Personal foul, I
marking
think.
it off. No, not personal foul. It's offensive pass interference to about the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Grangers.
There were 2 contacts on that play. One kind of to this side of it and one over there. So it could have been one or either or both of those.
One receiver left, one right. Norville on the jet sweep across the 20 to about the 17-yard line, gain of 3.
That's where you run 60 yards and gain 3.
Rangers break the huddle. trailing 14-12 inside of 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Two receivers left, two right. Crawford, quick pass out to Traylor, catches it, but is still on his feet across the 15, down near the 14. I thought he was going to be bottled up for no gain, but he got a few yards on his own.
It's going to be third and about 3 from about the 14. It's got to get just inside the 11.
Norville and Yates coming out for a much-needed break. One receiver to the right side. Nobody split off to the left. Got a man in motion to the right side, so you're going to hand the ball off. Caleb Ross.
He should have first down
up
on
to
that.
the 10-yard line.
He should have the first down.
Let's see what.
No, he's going to be short just a hair.
Yep.
He had to get a little bit past the 11, and he's a little bit short of the 11. It's about a half yard short.
And looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and 1. 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Granger's down by 2. Key third down play here. Crawford going to hand the ball off to Ross again.
He got it.
Ankle tackled short of the line to gain, but he dove forward, launched himself, and I think he's got it.
He got it by about a half a yard. He's got the ball. They're going to put the ball on about the just inside the 10. It's going to be first and goal from the 10.
Outstanding run, extending the drive.
Rangers will have a new set of downs.
First and goal. Rangers down by 2. Needing points. One receiver left. Crawford. He's going to float one into the end zone and caught! Touchdown!
Dylan
Rangers! Give him 6. Little fade pattern, corner of the end zone, and Norville comes up with it.
That was Adrian Trey. Let's see.
That's 13.
13, yeah, Dylan Norville caught that ball.
10-yard touchdown catch. Crawford to Norville. And the Grangers take the lead. 18-14 with a PAT coming.
They're going to go for 2 here to try to get those. We're just up by 4 points at this point. We need to be up by 6, not 5.
Traylor and Norville split off to the left side. Yates and Cole Crawford on the near side. There's a snap. Throwing it.
Oh, the helmet comes off of Crawford.
Yeah, and he's down. 2-point conversion, no good. But the Grangers have the lead back 18-14 with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. We'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Well, the good news is the Grangers score the touchdown to go up 18-14. The bad news, Tommy Whitworth?
It looks like he lost his helmet on the point after attempt. They were going for 2, and the rush came in, and in the heat of the moment, he lost his helmet, and he may have a little laceration on his forehead there. Dr. Bruce is, not Dr. Bruce, Dr. Guy has got a bandage across it as if he got a little cut up there maybe. We're going to see what's going on with it.
Kickoff returned up to the 40-yard line by Hampton. Kind of a short kickoff. Coach Gibbs taking off his visor and kind of swatting the air in frustration. More so over the health of Crawford than possibly losing the quarterback, because you hate to see that with anybody. But Crawford was able to walk off, so that's definitely a good thing. Hampton with the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 40. 6 minutes to go, and trailing the Grangers 18-14. One receiver right, one left. Ready for play, whistle is blown. Man in motion, right to left. He's going to hand the ball off straight to the middle. That's Varner, across the 45 to the 46 for a gain of 6.
Quay Bowles in on tackle on that.
Hornets, one receiver to the right, one left. Again, man in motion. Going to Varner. Ooh, Varner spun down hard. 21, David Paredes bringing him down. And he came down hard, the back of his helmet hitting the turf. Thank goodness for the helmets. They get up to the 48-yard line, third and 2.
Dawson, let the motion start. Over wheel 3. Come on, D, hunker down, baby.
Critical 3rd down right here for
Jamari Cameron. Saw something. He's pointing it out. He was pointing it out to the line. Let's see what he saw. There's the running away from Cameron, though. They got the 1st down across the 45 to the 40.
Ball's on the ground.
At the 35. Let's see what the referees say, though. One referee, I think
they called it down.
Ground. Yeah. He was pointing to the ground, so the ball's down. Hampton's ball at the 35-yard line inside Granger territory, gain of 17. Ball actually spotted the 34, so 1st and 10 for Hampton, trailing the Grangers 18-14. One receiver left, one right. Doris in the shotgun. Taking a long time before this snap. Finally gets the snap off. Handed straight up the middle and hit hard and drop back for no gain.
A lot of activity in there, and it looked like the ball was on the ground, but apparently.
And one of the Hampton players trying to lose his cool.
Yeah, they're getting a little testy out there.
White Hat is trying to calm him down. And unfortunately for the Grangers, if the White Hat's doing the calming down, there's not enough leadership out there. You got to have your players calm them down. One receiver left, one right. 2nd and 10. Doris gonna fake the handoff. He's gonna keep it himself. Gets the pitch off. And the running back is still on his feet across the 30, down to 25.
Absolutely, incredibly, either great running or poor tackling.
Senior Chris Fisher, number 9, just shifty and slippery back there. He stopped and then he goes, and then he stopped and he goes.
Had him for at least a 5-yard loss. Just didn't wrap him up.
Now he's up to the 23-yard line and a fresh set of downs. 2:52 to go in the third quarter. Two receivers right. Doris. A bad snap. He picks it up on the run at the 40. Looking for someone to throw it to. Eludes one tackler. Gets across the 30 and goes out of bounds. Let's see where they spot him. They're going to be short.
About the 25-yard line.
Looks like about the original line of scrimmage, somewhere near there.
Maybe a 2-yard loss on that. 1 or 2 yard loss.
Yep. To the 29, excuse me, the 25, 24, 24 is where they spot it. So a 1 yard loss.
Just to make that a 1 yard loss was quite an effort.
They've had their troubles with the snapping, that's for sure. Second down, one receiver left, one right. Doris in the shotgun. He's going to pitch it, and this time he is going to be dropped at the 26-yard line for a 2-yard loss.
Mitchell Purdy made a Purdy tackle on that.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't let them get away on him that time. They wrapped up well.
Granger's up by 4, and the Hornets facing 3rd and 12. One receiver right and one left. Doris in the shotgun. He's been there all night. Rolling out to his right. Under some pressure, fires it, and batted away.
We got I think either a legal procedure or offside, maybe offsides on us. Let's see what this line judge says.
One of the Grangers in the backfield having some trouble being helped off the field now.
Looks like it's going to be against Hampton. Maybe an offside movement or something.
That's number 12, Montavious Martin, the sophomore, coming off. Dylan Norville going on for him. And they're going to say against. Illegal procedure against Hampton, and LaGrange would probably decline that.
They want to decline it, but can you decline a legal procedure?
Well, if it's a false start, it's at the snap. But if it's a player in motion, which is unfortunately the same motion by the referee,
They're going to decline it. Yeah. The snap did occur, and it was
declined, and it'll be 4th down.
I believe the end on this side close to us looked like he left a little early. Fourth and 12 from the 26.
They're going for it. Doris looking under some pressure, another flag, and he's going to be stopped, tackled at the 25-yard line, but let's see what the flag is. Usually it's in the area of holding.
Yeah, that's what I was going to guess. It was probably holding or hit a hand to the face. It may be a hand to the face on the.
That's what the guy's saying, and it may be against LaGrange. Let's see what the flag is. Waiting for the motion. Illegal hands against the Grangers. I believe it's just a 5-yard penalty, so they'll replay the down. Well, they'll replay the down anyway, but it's not a first down.
Gonna move it 10 yards.
They'll spot it at the 16-yard line. They need the 13.
4th and Short 3.
The stop would be grand. 90 seconds left to go in the quarter.
They're going to call a timeout. Hampton's going to timeout.
We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. 18-14 in favor of the Grangers. Back in 30 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
This drive started at the Hampton 40-yard line and is now 4th down from the Grangers 17. 4th and 3, and Hampton's going to go for it. Head coach Chad Ashley now sending the players out onto the field.
It'll be 4th down for the Hampton Hornets.
They'll have one receiver to the right side, one to the left. Quarterback Doris in the shotgun. Man in motion left to right. Rolling out to his right, looking for someone to throw it to, and it is caught at the 5, and he is
1
not
yard
in,
line.
down to the 1. First and goal
Down to the 1 yard line.
for the Hornets. Down by 4 with 1:19 to go in the third quarter.
Quarterback's down. Number 5 is down for them, sitting on about the 40-yard line, holding his ankle, I think.
Jaquez Smith coming out. And I saw DeMonte Kelly go in, trying to get a little extra beef on that line. And while Doris is down, let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back. 18-14 in favor of LaGrange. We'll be back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You're a part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com. Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Doris was able to walk off the field. So Hampton will have first and goal from the Granger 1 yard line. And they come back to the line of scrimmage. Try to get the number of the quarterback replacing him. It's like 21, Tyrell Beverly, sophomore.
Not going to be in a shotgun. Let's see, number 1.
Yeah,
That's
ball's
just what
loose
we
on the
needed.
ground, rolling out to his 15, trying to make a jump forwards and unable to do so. Tackled about the 15-yard line. That is number 9 for the Grangers. Dawson Jones. Called his name a few times tonight.
That was about the 5th time that center has snapped that ball, rolled it back through there. And I believe he was looking for those green shoes back there, but he didn't see them. Gill's back in there now, so he got the green shoes back in there, so maybe he'll.
2nd and goal from the 15. And is Hampton calling another timeout? Yes, they are. And I believe our next break is the end of quarter break, so we'll keep it right here. There's only 4 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Grangers with an 18-14 lead. And now instead of 1st and goal from the 1, now it's 2nd and goal from the 15. We've talked about how it changes things. It's definitely changing things here for Hampton. Don't forget, our next broadcast will be 2 weeks on a Friday night right here from Callaway Stadium. It'll be LaGrange with the region opener against Central High School, the Central Lions out of Carroll County. Kickoff at 7:30, airtime at 7 o'clock. 2 weeks from last night on a Friday night. Back to Friday night football the rest of the way out until the last game of the season, where LaGrange will play Shaw on a Thursday night. Second and goal.
15-yard line.
Doris back out there in the shotgun. Low snap. He gets it off, rolling out to his right. Looking for someone to throw it to. He launches it into the end zone and incomplete. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We got a Hold'em Grangers up 18-14 as we go to the 4th quarter. We'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here, and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Buchanan, our producer behind me is Ronnie Kay. Behind every good play-by-play guy is a good producer. And behind every good producer is a good wife. His bride, Angela Kabansky, also helping with the broadcast. And our board operator, Hunter Bronner, back at the station, helping us all out. Appreciate every one of you on this broadcast, and appreciate the listeners.
They do a wonderful job.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. We start the 4th quarter of play. The Grangers up 18-14.
They're going to see if this super glue they put on Charles Crawford's head holds.
Hampton with the ball. 3rd and goal. Doris in the shotgun. Low snap. He picks it up. Throws it into the end zone and overthrows everybody. 4th down.
Had a fellow open, but he just overthrew him a little bit.
Yep. They've been having trouble with the snap all night long, and that's got to throw the rhythm off the quarterback. So now they're going to go for it, or are they going to try to make it a 1-point game?
It's got to be disheartening for them to have the ball 1st and goal on the 1.
And now 4th and goal from the 15.
Right.
And they're going for it.
4th and goal.
One receiver left, one right. Doris, another low snap, picks it off his shoe tops, throws it into the end zone, and
Intercepted.
it is intercepted.
Dylan Norville.
Wouldn't have mattered anyway if the ball fell harmlessly to the turf because that was 4th down.
Well, we got the ball on the 20 rather than the 15 by the
That's a
interception.
good point.
Got to give him a little confidence. Dylan's had a good game.
Yes, he has. 11:49 to go.
I tell you what, there's some tough kids on this team.
Dylan Norville with a touchdown catch in the first quarter and a touchdown saving interception here in the fourth.
Charles Crawford going back out after getting that laceration patched up.
One receiver to the right side, one left. Crawford's going to hand the ball open. A big hole up the middle, down near the 30-yard line. Let's see if he's got the first down. It's going to be close.
Caleb Ross right up the middle, running the ball with authority. Looked good.
Going to spot it about a length of a football short of the first down.
Second down and a very short one.
Hands in the cage, feet.
As long as I've been watching football, I did not realize the length of the football is actually 11 inches. Hand the ball off up the middle, first down and more. Across the 35, spilled about the 37-yard line.
Well, the line is getting a good push the last two plays, so that's helped out a lot.
From the 37, first and 10, good guys. Rangers up by 4, and each first down they get knocks a lot more time off the clock.
I need you to fight.
One receiver right. Crawford running it again. Good, again, a good push across the 40 down to near the 42-yard line, gain of 5.
Andre Canny on that one.
We'll take that each time. 5 yards here, 6 yards there. Wear down that defense. Take 6-7 minutes off the clock and score again. That's exactly what the Rangers ordered.
That would be a great recipe.
One receiver to the left side. Crawford's going to hand it off this time. Good backside pursuit by number 33, Chance Hyde. There is a late flag.
That may be a hold on us.
It's not what the Rangers need.
Holding on the Rangers would be a 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty from the 41, backs out to the 31.
Fight now, let's go.
That'll bring up second and about 16.
Ball placed at the 31-yard line. Second and 16.
Crawford, little past the trailer, and he's trying to hit after he was out of bounds. Let's see if a flag's going to be thrown. Nope. It's about the 32-yard line.
That was right here in front of us. It would have been easy to throw a flag on that one.
Gain of 1. Third down and 15. Dylan Norville coming back in. They may throw to him.
Let's do it, baby.
2 receivers right, 2 left. Norville's in the slot on the near side. Blitz. Crawford steps up, misses the blitz. He's looking for the first down, and he's not going to get it. He does get a lot of yardage across the 44-yard line.
Going to be about 3 yards short the way I look at it.
4th and 3.
Here's the first down. Not quite enough.
Let's see if they go for it here. They're going to go for the punt.
Well, his defense has been playing pretty good, so we'll see if we can.
I have to say, if this was a region game, if this was Central, I could see going for a fake here. But I don't see Coach Gibbs going for a fake in a non-region game. I may be wrong. Next game my coach will be my first. Crawford standing on his own 30. Hampton looks like they're going to bring the house. Good snap, good punt. And they're waving the players away. It's rolling across the 20 to the 15 and down to the 14-yard line where Hampton will set up shop there. LaGrange 18, Hampton 14, back in 30. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Varner on the carry, and my goodness, this kid is a heck of a slippery.
He is hard to bring down.
Across the 20, 25, brought down near the 26-yard line, enough for a first down. Untavius Varner, the junior. And the folks in that region are going to have a problem with him. Doris will take the snap, low snap. He gets it up. He's going to keep it himself, but he's going to get dropped at the 29-yard line for a gain of 3. Good fake up the middle, and then Doris kept it on the right side.
Mitchell Purdy came in and made a good stop on it and hold it to a 3-yard gain.
Clock running, coming up on 8:30 to go in the game. Grangers up by 4. Hampton driving. Second and 7. Hampton getting the play from the sideline. Now they're huddling up. Now they're breaking the huddle. One receiver left, one right. And whistle blown. And I'm wondering if there was too much time.
Delay of game.
Yep, delay of game. Sure was. So now 2nd and 7 becomes 2nd and 12. One receiver left, one right. Doris will take the snap. He's going to do a little fire over the middle. Had a player wide open. Number 21, Tyrell Beverly, but it short hopped him. Wouldn't have gotten far anyway. It looked like a Granger was right there on him.
Yeah, Mitch Purdy was right on him. He would have tackled him right after he got it, but the ball fell harmlessly to the ground.
Third down. Again, ball on the ground. Doris picking it up, and he stumbles and brought down at the 26-yard line. Again, David Paredes, been calling his name all night long. Spotting the ball at the 26-yard line. Looks like the original line of scrimmage. Brings up 4th down. And Hampton will punt.
Maybe we can get a good, low, dribbling snap on this.
LaGrange doesn't have anybody deep.
Tell everybody get by.
Yep, they're just going to punt and let it roll. It's going to roll forward across the 40 and down to about the 37-yard line where LaGrange will set up shop there. 7:01 to go in the game. Granger's up by 4 and with the ball back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows. No matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Granger's football on the Eagle Sports Network.
And while we're in that extra 30-second break, Caleb Ross running left side to about the 35-yard line for a loss of 2. Now the Grangers have second down and 12. One receiver left, one right. And Caleb's just going to fight for the yardage up to the original line of scrimmage, a 37, third down. Clock's still running. That's the good thing. The bad thing is the Grangers could stand to string together a couple of first downs.
Yeah, it'd be nice to pick up a first down here.
Caleb comes off, as does DeMonte Kelly. So Dylan Norville go back in. A little confusion as to where everybody needs to be.
Call timeout.
And LaGrange calls timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. 5:36 to go in the game. Granger's up by 4. Back in 30 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
My whole business just went up in flames. But my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Granger's football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Mass confusion as the Grangers were coming to the line of scrimmage, and Coach Gibbs calls timeout, trying to get the players squared away. I see Jonathan Sutton coming onto the field now. Third and 10, 5:36 left to go in the game. Granger's up by 4. Ball on the 37-yard line. Trips right, one left. Crawford under some pressure. Down he goes. I thought someone crossed the line early, but I don't see a flag.
Yeah, they did a good job of anticipating that count.
They'll give forward progress to where? The 29?
29-yard line.
And that'll be a punting situation for LaGrange. 5:09 left to go. Granger's only up by 4. Hampton's got somebody deep inside their own 35.
You know, Logan Karcher usually handles the snap, but he's...
Waist-high snap, gets it off. And it's going to be angling to the left side and take a Granger roll inside the 20, inside the 15-yard line.
Nice.
What a punt! 4:42 left to go in the game. And the Grangers and the Hampton Hornets have the ball.
I was trying to see who the long snapper was on that.
See where they spotted. I thought it was right on the 15. And yep, it is on the 15. Field goal does Hampton no good, but I haven't seen them even attempt a field goal. So they've got 85 yards to go, and the Grangers would love a 3-and-out right here.
If they got right down there to it and they want to try a field goal, that'd be just fine.
One receiver to the right side, one left. The one on the right side is of the green shoes variety. Doris scrambling, fires, and did he catch it? No, incomplete. It looked like he hit him in the chest and he bobbled it and was out of bounds before he could secure it.
That tater was just too hot for him.
Second down. .4:35 to go in the game. Rangers up by 4. Hampton comes to the line of scrimmage. Doris takes a snap. Fakes the handoff to Varner. Doris is going to keep it himself. Gets a good block, but now a flag. He's out of bounds at the 21. That may have been too good of a block. There's 2 flags over there.
A little hold on number 51 for them. Right here on the 15, so I'll move it back to about the 7.5.
They'll get the down back, but they won't get the time back. Still 4:30 now left to go in the game.
Ball will be placed.
They need their own 25-yard line. Doris in the shotgun. Rolling out to his left. Throwing long, throwing deep, throwing into double coverage and incomplete. Trailer batting it down.
Outside, broken up. Incomplete. It'll be third.
And that brings up third down. Third and not quite 20 yards to go.
A sack on about the 1-yard line would be good, or maybe in the end zone would even be better.
Doris did get into the end zone as he was rolling out.
Third down.
2 receivers left. Back to pass. Doris under some pressure, rolling out to his left, trying to escape some Grangers. He's going to get hit at the 20-yard line and stop short.
Dawson Jones laid the leather to him. He is down.
Yeah, Doris, he took a hit at the 20-yard line. Did not get the first down. That brings up 4th down. And Doris is still down. He's right. He's moving. He's writhing around in pain.
The guy's got to work out all night long tonight.
Yeah, he's jogging about as fast as I can jog, but he's lower than I am. Getting to the far sideline. That's where Doris is. 4:06 to go in the game. Grangers with an 18-14 lead over Hampton. And while Doris is down, we'll take a 30-second break. And then we'll be back. 18-14 LaGrange, back in 30. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
You're listening to an Eagles Nest Incorporated station, Eagle Sports, WLAG AM LaGrange, and W245AW FM LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Alongside Tommy Whitworth, I'm Michael Buchanan. Our producer is Ronnie Kay with assistance from Angela Kamansky. Board operator is Hunter Bronner. Glad to have you with us here from Callaway Stadium, where the Grangers are leading 18-14 here in the last non-region game before region play begins.
Dorrance is up over there.
Grangers have the week off. I don't know if Hampton has the week off next week or not. I'm thinking both teams could use one really, really necessary.
Absolutely, we can use one. I know that.
Callaway Cavaliers and Troop Tigers don't have the week off next week. They play each other.
That should be a good game. Who's going to be the home team on that one?
I will find out. I said that at halftime. Troop is at Callaway. So Andrew Caraway will be sitting in the same seat I'm sitting in right now. And I'm going to be resting up, getting ready to be in Montgomery the next day. There's the punt by Hampton. And it's going to check back like a Tommy Whitworth pitching wedge.
Oh, yeah.
And LaGrange will set up shop 1st and 10 from the Hampton 46-yard line. Definitely not a Michael Buchanan pitching wedge, that's for sure. My putting's my best game, and that's a putt-putt.
Oh.
Hey, let's go! Get off your feet. Well, you have to get one more stop to win it now.
Who is that?
Coach Crocker.
Yeah, he's right. He's absolutely right. .347 to go. Grangers with the ball, 1st and 10 from the Hampton 46-yard line. One receiver to the left side. Crawford. Oh, man, nice run. Across the 45, across the 40.
Andre Canty.
Down to the 39-yard line, gain of 7. And, you know, I'm thinking at least one first down, maybe 2 will seal the deal. Let's get the first one first. 2nd and 4.
Hampton's only got one timeout left.
LaGrange has 2. And I hope they don't need them. One receiver to the right side, that's Trailer. Waiting for the snap, there it is. Hands the ball off to Caleb Ross, across the 40, lowers his shoulder, knocks a tackler over, and gets down to the 44-yard line.
And he got down before he went out of bounds.
And I think it's going to be enough for a first down. Yes, it is. Move those chains.
Heads up play to just lower your shoulder and stay in bounds to keep it.
Clock stops until the chains are set. And the clock still stopped for whatever reason. Should be going now.
Come on, AJ.
Caleb Ross cuts it upfield, across the 30, down to the 25-yard line.
We're going to get a hold on on that one right there, about on the 31-yard line. Got to grind you down. Can't get the number on him yet. Caleb Ross. He's getting him up.
Yeah, he's on his feet. Kind of favoring that right knee a little bit, trying to stretch it out, but he's walking off fine, not even showing a limp now. So that's good. 2:42 left to go in the game. With the penalty, though, they're spotting the ball at the 42-yard line. First and about 15, 16. Crawford in the shotgun, one receiver to the left. Gonna hand the ball off across the 40. Spilled at the 39-yard line. Canty again on the carry. They're just going to keep it between the tackles and let that clock run. 2:25 to go and still running.
They're letting that thing run on down. We'll get to the 2-minute warning here in just a little bit. We're not in the pros yet.
No,
though.
no.
I believe we could beat the Falcons, though.
Oh, my goodness. I've already got some Falcons fans mad at me. Canty is going to try to get that edge on the right side. Gets across the 40 back to the original line of scrimmage at the 36-yard line. The part of I-85 that burned
Right.
Between I-75 and Highway 400, I once said on the radio, I called it the Falcons Freeway because it had an epic collapse like they did in the Super Bowl. And there's some Falcons fans that weren't too pleased with me for saying that, but
yeah,
oh well. 3rd and 11. A minute 11 to go in the game. Rangers trying to eat as much time off that clock as possible. Hampton still has one timeout. And there's the whistle, and I believe that's going to be a delay of game.
No, we called timeout before they delayed.
Yeah, they did. And we'll keep it right here. We've got the second half recap. We'll also have the post-game interview with Coach Gibbs. Not much of a scoreboard since all the region games were last night except for the Troop game. Troop played Thursday. Callaway played last night. And while we have time, I want to thank all our sponsors, which are plenty of them. Mallory Agency, Wellstar, West Georgia Medical, Glenn Smith, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Opelika. Medicine Cabinet, Matt Orr State Farm, Emory Clark Holder Clinic of LaGrange, Nissan of LaGrange, First Franklin Financial, Kemp's Carpet, Kia of LaGrange, Synovus, and Your Pie. Thank every one of them. And go see them. A minute left. A 1-minute warning. LaGrange with 3rd down. Crawford faking the handoff. Is going to keep it himself across the 35-yard line. He slides inbounds at the 33-yard line.
Just very smart play on his part right there.
They stopped the clock, though.
Unless they used their last time out.
And they did. Hampton called their last time out. Spotting the ball, let's see, at the 32-yard line. So LaGrange with 4th down and 48 seconds left to go. Do we have anybody that can kick a 42, maybe close to a 50-yard field goal?
Well, I'm looking up in the stands, see who's up there. I was going to see if
You know, if they go for the field goal, if the ball at least gets into the end zone, that's as good as a punt.
I was seeing if Dr. Ben Higgins was up here.
He's a doctor already?
He's a dentist, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm feeling old.
I believe he could come off the sideline and kick one today. I'm looking up there to see if I see him. I don't see him off the bat.
I'm going to start feeling old when the players that I called games for start having kids that start playing.
Yeah, that's.
Then I'll know it's about time for me to retire. All right, they've reset the clock to 55 seconds. And Crawford looking, firing, off the hands, almost caught by Traylor. He would have had the first down too, but the ball falls harmlessly to the turf. And the ball
We got
goes
to just
on
hold
down.
them Rangers. If we can hold them to a field goal, we'll be in good shape.
I don't think they're going to go for a field goal. 51 seconds left to go in the game. Coach Crocker said one more stop and we got him. Here's the time to get it. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Hampton with the ball. They've got 51 seconds to get 68 yards. Two receivers left. They've got a new, no, that's still Doris, looks like.
No.
Looking, down he goes! Sacked at the 20-yard line and no timeouts. That clock's going to keep ticking.
No, they may call this for timeout for an injured player. It was the other guy that with the green shoes out there playing.
18, and he's down. E.J. Kelly, the senior.
A host of Grangers ran into him. I think Thaddeus Dixon laid on top of him.
He's sitting up, so that's a good sign. And here comes Dr. Danny Guy. I'd like to take a look at how many steps he's taken on that Fitbit tonight. It's been a lot. .39 seconds left to go in the game. Granger's up by 4. Now Kelly is up and jogging off the field. And if Doris can't go back out there, then they got to dip in for a third stringer at quarterback. So here we go. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Waiting for the snap. Low snap. Quarterback rolls out to his left. Still on his feet, fires it, and intercepted! Picked off at the 20, to the 15, brought down, that's not going to matter, the Grangers are going to win!
Thad Dixon. That's beautiful.
Break out the wide angle lens, Thad Dixon's going to have the biggest smile on his face here at Callaway Stadium, and I don't blame him. Outstanding. Look at that. When a lineman picks off the ball.
And he got some running move. I was going to talk about putting him in. They need to put him in running back.
Oh, boy. I am so proud of Thad right now. That's awesome. That is awesome. Spotting the ball at the 8-yard line. And I imagine they're just going to take a knee.
I would think that would be it.
Keon Milton running out there. Yep, they're going to take a knee. And that is your ball game. Your final score, the Grangers 18, Hampton 14. Let's go to the house. Woo-hoo.
All right.
Woo. Rangers go to 2-1 on the season, 2-0 against Hampton. Now get to nurse the wounds and get ready for region play against the Central Lions from Carroll County. Whew.
Wow, that was something. That was good to come in that second half and hold on and get the lead and hold on to it.
Waiting for Coach Gibbs for his congratulating the...
Trying to find him.
Isn't that him behind you here?
Yeah. I see him over there. He's talking to the other coach. Let him.
Yeah, talking to Coach Chad Ashley right now. And once he gets done talking with Coach Ashley, he'll turn around and see you. And I think Hampton's going to have a good season, though. I really do.
They improved a lot this year. They really have from last year.
They may make the playoffs for the first time in school history.
Coach, we got it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they aren't easy. Not around here. We get everybody's best shot, and but our kids found a way to win, and that's all you can ask for, you know.
Gutsy performance, I tell you. We just kept on taking the lickings and getting up and going. I mean, we had a lot of players out there playing hurt that just kept on putting it out.
Oh yeah, and again, I can't single anybody out, but you know, Charles Crawford, straight up, he's the best football player we got, and he's a warrior. He played tonight with probably a broken finger and a laceration. It requires stitches. We super glued his eye, able to stop the bleeding, got him back in there for him to finish the game.
He made some incredible punts. He just did it all. Punt, ran, and controlled the game. It was just his leadership is just stepping up.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we got a lot to work on. You know, we're getting ready to start region play, and we got a long way to go. But
what about Thad Dixon? He might be our running back for us. Oh.
Yes, sir. Thad's a player. Go with.
All right. Your final score, LaGrange with the win, 18-14 over Hampton. When we come back, we'll tell you how we got here with the second half recap after this break. This LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. It's TOWD at Kia LaGrange. The 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rival vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Sign number 111569. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Isn't life crazy? One day your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam